The ocean highways, a deep exploration of sea transport in global trade. For as long as human societies have existed, the need to exchange goods has shaped the way civilizations interact with one another. Long before aeroplanes crossed continents or trains connected inland cities, the sea was already serving as the most powerful and reliable route for trade. Even today, in a world defined by rapid technological advancement and digital communication, maritime transport remains the invisible engine that drives the global economy. Nearly everything people use in daily life, whether it is fuel, electronics, clothing, or food, has likely traveled across oceans at some point in its journey. The continued dominance of sea transport is not simply a matter of tradition or historical inertia. Rather, it is rooted in a set of practical advantages that no other mode of transportation has been able to fully replicate. One of the most important of these advantages is cost efficiency. Transporting goods by sea is significantly cheaper than moving them by air or even by land when large volumes are involved. This is because ships can carry enormous quantities of cargo in a single voyage, spreading operational costs across thousands of tons of goods. A single modern container ship can transport tens of thousands of containers at once, making it possible to move goods across continents at a fraction of the cost per unit compared to other methods. Closely tied to cost efficiency is the unmatched capacity of maritime transport. The global economy depends heavily on the movement of bulk commodities such as oil, coal, iron ore, and grain materials that are simply too heavy and voluminous to be transported efficiently by air. Ships are uniquely designed to handle these massive loads, allowing industries to function at scale. Without sea transport, modern industrial production as we know it would be nearly impossible. Another reason sea transport continues to dominate is its global reach. Oceans connect all major continents, creating a natural network of routes that extend far beyond the limitations of roads or railways. While land transport is constrained by geography and political borders, ships can navigate vast distances without the need for continuous infrastructure. Ports located around the world serve as gateways, linking inland economies to global markets. This connectivity has been essential in enabling globalization, where production and consumption are often separated by thousands of kilometers. The story of sea transport, however, did not begin with modern container ships or advanced navigation systems. Its origins can be traced back thousands of years to ancient civilizations that first learned to harness the power of water for trade. Early societies such as the Egyptians used rivers and coastal routes to transport goods, while the Phoenicians became renowned for their seafaring skills in the Mediterranean. Over time, maritime trade networks expanded, connecting regions such as East Africa, the Arabian Peninsula, India, and Southeast Asia through the Indian Ocean. As centuries passed, the importance of sea transport only grew. During the Age of Exploration, European powers began to search for new trade routes, leading to the discovery of sea passages that connected previously isolated parts of the world. This period marked the beginning of truly global trade, as goods, cultures, and ideas began to circulate on an unprecedented scale. The oceans, once barriers, became bridges that linked distant civilizations. The Industrial Revolution brought another major transformation to maritime transport. The introduction of steam-powered ships replaced traditional sailing vessels, allowing for faster and more reliable journeys. This technological shift reduced dependence on wind patterns and made it possible to establish regular shipping schedules. As industrial production increased, so did the demand for efficient transportation, further solidifying the role of sea transport in global trade. Perhaps the most significant development in modern maritime history came with the invention of containerization in the 20th century. The standardization of cargo into containers revolutionized the way goods were transported, drastically reducing loading and unloading times while minimizing damage and theft. This innovation made global supply chains more efficient and predictable, enabling the rapid expansion of international trade. Today, container shipping forms the backbone of global commerce, allowing goods to move seamlessly between ships, trucks, and trains. In the present day, sea transport operates on a scale that would have been unimaginable in earlier centuries. Billions of tons of cargo are transported across the world's oceans each year, supporting industries and economies in every region. The complexity of modern supply chains means that products are often manufactured in multiple stages across different countries, with each stage relying on maritime shipping to connect the process. This interconnected system has made sea transport not just important, but indispensable. At the same time, the maritime industry is undergoing a significant transformation, driven by advances in technology, particularly artificial intelligence. AI is increasingly being used to optimize shipping routes by analyzing factors such as weather conditions, ocean currents, and port congestion. By selecting the most efficient paths, shipping companies can reduce fuel consumption, lower costs, and minimize environmental impact. Artificial intelligence is also playing a key role in predictive maintenance, allowing ships to monitor the condition of their equipment in real time. By identifying potential issues before they lead to failures, operators can avoid costly repairs and delays. In addition, the development of autonomous ships is beginning to reshape the industry, with the potential to reduce human error and improve safety while lowering labor costs. Ports themselves are becoming smarter and more automated, using AI-driven systems to manage cargo handling with greater speed and precision. These advancements are transforming maritime logistics into a highly sophisticated and data-driven operation, capable of responding to changing conditions in real time. Despite these technological innovations, the fundamental reasons why merchants choose sea transport have remained consistent. Cost remains a decisive factor, particularly for businesses dealing with large volumes of goods. The ability to transport massive quantities at relatively low cost gives sea shipping a clear advantage over alternatives such as air freight, which is significantly more expensive and typically reserved for high-value or time-sensitive items. Reliability is another important consideration. While sea transport may not be the fastest option, it offers a level of predictability that is essential for planning supply chains. Established shipping routes and schedules allow businesses to coordinate production and distribution with a high degree of confidence. This reliability is especially important in industries where delays can lead to significant financial losses. The global infrastructure supporting maritime transport also contributes to its appeal. Ports, shipping lanes, and logistics networks have been developed over decades, creating a system that is both extensive and efficient. This infrastructure enables goods to move smoothly between different modes of transport, ensuring that they reach their final destinations with minimal disruption. When examining global trade patterns, it becomes clear that certain maritime routes carry a disproportionate share of the world's shipping traffic. Among these, the route connecting Asia and Europe stands out as one of the most significant. This corridor links major manufacturing hubs in Asia with consumer markets in Europe, forming a critical artery of global trade. Ships traveling along this route pass through several key choke points, including the Strait of Malacca and the Red Sea. The Strait of Malacca, located between Malaysia and Indonesia, is widely regarded as the busiest shipping lane in the world. Its strategic position makes it a gateway between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, allowing goods to flow between East Asia, South Asia, and beyond. The sheer volume of traffic passing through this narrow passage highlights the importance of maritime choke points in facilitating global trade. Equally important is the Red Sea, which serves as a vital link between the Indian Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea through the Suez Canal. This route provides the shortest path between Asia and Europe, significantly reducing travel time compared to the alternative of sailing around the southern tip of Africa. As a result, a substantial portion of global trade passes through the Red Sea each year. The importance of the Red Sea extends beyond its role as a transit route. It is also a critical choke point, meaning that disruptions in this region can have far-reaching consequences for global supply chains. Events such as geopolitical tensions or security threats can lead to delays, increased costs, and rerouting of ships, demonstrating how dependent the world economy is on this narrow corridor. Given the strategic significance of the Red Sea, countries located along its shores are uniquely positioned to benefit from maritime trade. Eritrea, in particular, has a long coastline along this important waterway, offering significant potential for economic development. Its geographic location places it directly along one of the world's busiest shipping routes, providing opportunities to develop ports and logistics infrastructure. If properly developed, Eritrea could become a key player in regional trade by serving as a hub for shipping, refueling, and cargo handling. Such development could attract foreign investment, create jobs, and stimulate economic growth. However, realizing this potential would require substantial investment in infrastructure, as well as political stability and effective governance. At present, Eritrea faces several challenges that limit its ability to fully capitalize on its geographic advantages. Competition from established ports in neighboring countries, as well as broader economic and political constraints, pose significant obstacles. Nevertheless, the country's location remains a valuable asset that could be leveraged in the future. Looking ahead, the future of sea transport appears both promising and complex. On one hand, continued growth in global trade is likely to increase demand for maritime shipping, reinforcing its central role in the world economy. On the other hand, the industry must adapt to a range of challenges, including environmental concerns, technological disruption, and geopolitical uncertainty. Efforts to reduce carbon emissions are driving the development of more sustainable shipping practices, including the use of alternative fuels and more efficient vessel designs. At the same time, advances in AI and automation are expected to further enhance efficiency and safety, transforming the way ships and ports operate. In conclusion, sea transport remains the backbone of global trade because it offers a unique combination of capacity, cost efficiency, and global connectivity. Its evolution from ancient maritime routes to modern, AI-driven logistics systems reflects humanity's ongoing reliance on the oceans as a means of exchange and cooperation. As the world continues to change, the importance of sea transport is unlikely to diminish. Instead, it will continue to adapt and evolve, shaping the future of global commerce for generations to come.